Chosen one, stop. Don't scroll any further. Take a deep breath. You need to know that you didn't just end up here by accident or because you clicked on something. Your consciousness has just become aligned with a certain frequency, a signal that was sent out just for you in the internet's vast ocean of information. Some people call this unified field of consciousness God, the universe, or the source of all things. It is a quantum appointment. For you, the veil between what you see and what you don't see is getting thinner right now. What is about to be revealed about your mother will shake your world to its core. It will make you rethink everything you thought you knew about the energetic history of your family. Because of a readiness level reached in your own energy field, or quantum signature, you were chosen to receive this message today. There's a reason why the title of this message made your spirit tense up. Deep inside you, a voice or feeling told you to stay. There is a cosmic reason for this. We can see the recognition principle at work here. Your soul knows a truth it has been looking for all through time. This perfect entanglement between this information and your conscious awareness has been orchestrated by the divine intelligence, which sees all possibilities in the quantum field, the beginning from the end, the light within the dark. What I'm about to tell you isn't just a religious thought. It's not religious dogma. There is living information here, a key coded with a certain frequency that has been held in resonance until this very moment in your life. Also, it has to do with the person whose energy is connected to yours the strongest ways possible. Someone whose story you think you know but have only ever seen from one point of view. Someone whose pain you could feel in your cells but never quite figure out where it came from. It has to do with your mom. There are old, dense energy patterns that would rather you click away as you hear these words. Incoherent frequencies that thrive on mystery and confusion. In the fog, they want you to stay, living under the weight of a vibrational weight you were born with, but never chose. The frequency of truth, on the other hand, is a steady light that is much stronger than any shadow. And this is the moment that light has chosen to collapse a new reality for everyone in your bloodline. The first step is to figure out what your mother's hidden energetic architecture is. In space-time, let me take you back to a time before you were a particle in this world. Before your first breath, before you fully became aware of your body, there was a young woman. That woman was your mom. Something happened in the unseen realm during those delicate times in her life, when her energy field was still learning, still open, and still very open to being hurt. Her quantum signature was messed up in some way. This did not happen by chance. The universe is not random. It is a complicated web of frequencies and resonances that cause things to happen. When she was weak, like when she was scared, sad, or felt like no one could see her, her energy field opened up. She was struck by a pattern of low frequency, jumbled thoughts that told her she was unworthy, and not good enough. Feel it like a pure, lovely note in music. That note was her soul. And this attack was a jarring, dissonant frequency that started to vibrate at the same time as hers, making a low-level hum of static in her body. Bad energies don't wait until we are strong, you see. They find the places with the least amount of trouble. They latch on when we're alone and making decisions that we think will only affect us. What we don't realize is that every choice we make, every emotional agreement we make, breaks a wave of potential that ripples through space-time and shapes the very fabric of reality for the children we haven't even thought of yet. There were wounds on your mom that no one could see. She had energetic burdens that didn't have a name in the physical world. It could have been the frequency of rejection that made her build energetic walls that were so thick that not even the high frequency of love could get through them. It could have been the accusatory resonance of her inner voice, which kept telling her she wasn't good enough, worthy, or chosen. It wasn't just in her head. There was a program running in her energy field. It could have been the heavy, dense energy of grief from losses she was never allowed to feel. She buried these energies deep in her own field so they wouldn't go away. Instead, they got worse and worse, turning into what you might call bitter roots that held her down in a low vibrational state. There were more than just emotional problems here. Early wise writings, like the Book of Ephesians, knew this when they said, "We do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against energetic principalities and powers," which means against the rulers of the low-frequency darkness of this age. To people outside your family, what seemed like personality flaws, bad decisions, or just the way she was actually the physical manifestation of an invisible war being fought over her quantum field, and by extension, over the future timeline you were destined to inherit. Think about the patterns and loops that have happened to you in the past. That anger she couldn't explain that would come up out of nowhere. A burst of energetic static that was the dissonant frequency going off. Those cycles of trouble and chaos that seemed to follow your family around like a shadow. That was the energetic blueprint of dysfunction, bringing about the same crazy situation over and over again. The way she would make promises and then break them, not because she didn't love you, she did, but because this other, less coherent frequency was working against all of her good intentions. These two competing frequencies, love and fear, created an unstable, unpredictable energetic environment, which resulted in the confusion that lived in your home and gave you the sensation of being on eggshells. Peace could never really take hold because there was always static below, ready to mess up the signal. Sure, there were times, right? There were times when you looked into her eyes and thought you saw someone else. There were times when the mother you knew and loved seemed to disappear and be replaced by someone whose words felt like energetic daggers and whose presence filled the room with a cold, heavy weight. You told yourself it was all in your head. You believed you were being too sensitive, but your spirit, your quantum self, which is separate from your five senses, knew. It knew all along. It might perceive the shift in the field. It felt like there was energy or a frequency there that didn't belong it. You are now learning from the universe that your mother made energetic agreements in the past, most likely without being aware of the quantum consequences. In a weak moment, she may have tried practices that opened energetic doors that were supposed to stay closed. Maybe she didn't forgive, which is a strong, low-frequency energy that lets other low-frequency energies torture the mind because it has a resonant anchor. Maybe someone else was sending her bad energy, which is what some people call witchcraft. Someone who didn't like her inner light and tried to dim it by manipulating her spiritually, whether they were aware of it or not. I understand how heavy this is. The thought of you makes my heart beat faster. It's like suddenly realizing that all the pieces of a puzzle you've been putting away for years fit together perfectly. But you have to be here with me. You are being held by the energy of this transmission. What happens next will determine whether this revelation turns out to be more pain or the key that frees you in the end. There was a long-term plan behind the attacks on your mother, to set up a generational frequency prison. When you hurt the mother, you hurt the child. This is a basic law of energy that the forces of entropy and chaos know well. If you wrap the mother in a low frequency, her children will naturally resonate with it. If this force was strong enough to keep your mother stuck in cycles of pain, shame, and spiritual darkness, it could also make sure that you would live in the same vibrational reality. You would do the patterns over and over. You would carry the wounds. You would keep having the same painful experiences, and then you wouldn't even realize it. You were giving your own children an energetic inheritance. That's why you fought so hard against things you couldn't name. In some parts of your life, it's felt like you could never win, like you were stuck on a hamster wheel. This is why you felt like you were fighting an enemy you couldn't see, swinging at shadows, tired from a war you didn't start and don't understand. Your family's quantum field was given energetic patterns before you were even born, and they have been affecting your life ever since. You don't just have an emotion in your chest right now. It's a deep truth that's speaking to your soul. Your spirit is getting to know its own story. Go to the comments right now and write 2 simple words. I see. This is to honor this deep moment of clarity. There is more to this than a comment. You are telling the quantum field for the first time that you are no longer willing to watch this story without seeing it. You are becoming aware of the pattern, which is the first step to getting rid of it for good. But listen to me. Feel this in your heart, in your spirit, and in every part of your body. The universe did not bring you to this painful truth so that you could stay stuck in the past. The order to save you has already been signed in the field of potential, which is why it brought you here. You are the one who brought it here. You are the one who breaks the generational mold. The family line has been waiting for someone like you to become a conscious observer. This is the most important part. This is where magic and physics meet. This idea is known as the observer effect in quantum physics. It says that just looking at a particle changes its state. As a conscious observer points their camera at it, a field of infinite possibilities, or wave of potential, collapses into a single physical reality. Your family has been seeing the same thing without realizing it for generations, because that's what everyone was taught to look for and expect. The wave of potential for your family's health, wealth, and happiness has been ebbing and flowing into the same particle of pain, lack, and confusion. It turned into a lively habit. But you are not like them. You're getting up. You are becoming a conscious observer. The new and powerful thing that has been added to the family equation is your awareness. Because you were chosen, you are the one who will stand in the gap, see what has been hidden, understand what has been unclear, and choose to collapse a new reality. Before I go on, I want you to feel how important this moment is. While I speak, some of you have a strong desire to end this. You're telling yourself, "This is too much. This is too painful. I can't handle this." That pushback you feel, that's not you. That's how the energy used to be. That's the fight frequency prison is making to stay open. If you hear what comes next, it will no longer be able to change everything in your life. We can no longer hold on to it. The chains break apart into light. You can't leave this message right now. If you turn away now, you will let the old wave function keep collapsing. I know this because I have been through this fire of quantum deliverance. You'll go around the same mountain for years, fighting the same battles at the same painful frequency. But if you push through the pain and let the clear light of this truth reset your heart, you will find freedom that your soul has only dreamed of on the other side. Your kids will be grateful. Your kids and grandchildren will say that you are blessed. People who come after you will be free because you had the courage to stay and become the conscious creator you were born to be. It is at this point that the transmission changes from information to activation. Here is where you choose to leave the audience and enter the stage of your own life. In the comments below, tell the universe what your new role is. This will help you feel more connected to your powerful shift from victim to creator. Writing these 4 strong words will help you. I am the observer. Feel the energy change as you type this. You're telling every particle in the universe that the person who unconsciously repeated the past is no longer there, and that the person who consciously creates the future has just arrived. As you take on the new role of conscious creator, you will sense that there are people in your life who are also ready for this truth, but might not know how to find it. You may already be picturing someone's face or name in your mind thanks to entanglement, which is how the universe operates. There's no chance in that. It's not just sending them a link when you share this transmission with them. It's an act of quantum service. Another soul who has chosen to wake up, like you, is receiving a lifeline of coherent light from you. This healing frequency is being amplified across the collective field, making the signal stronger for everyone. After reading this powerful message, what does the universe want you to do? How do you move forward when the energy of many generations is pulling on you? To begin, you need to learn to look at your mother through the lens of the quantum field instead of your own pain. This is not about making excuses for what you went through. There is no spiritual getting around this or acting like the wounds aren't real. All of those wounds are real facts in your field. But it's about a big change in how people see things. You need to understand that the woman who hurt you was also stuck in a distorted vibration. It was an attack on her. Masters from long ago taught us to love those who are against us. But what do you do when the enemy was the person you thought would keep you safe? For most people, this is out of reach because it takes a certain level of spiritual maturity and quantum awareness. To do this, you have to do something very different. Energetically separate the person from the pattern. Your mom is not the bad guy. She was never. The enemy was the random frequency, the parasitic thought form that used her, worked through her, and used her wounds that hadn't healed to hurt you. Could you see her now? Not as the tall, powerful person from your childhood, but as that scared young woman who was stuck in a frequency she didn't understand and who was hurt by her own mother's wounds. She carried generations of energetic pain in her body that she couldn't express and couldn't let go of. Do you remember the times she tried to get away? When she wished things were different? The times she felt bad about herself for doing the things she swore she would never do again? At that time, her true soul, her coherent self, was trying hard to get through the noise. To forgive, you need to understand this. There is no moral high ground when it comes to forgiveness in the quantum sense. This is a form of energetic hygiene. Quantum decoherence is what it is. Your energy field is charged with the painful frequencies of your past right now. Holding on to anger is like holding a tuning fork that is tuned to the frequency of pain and vibrates. It keeps the pain alive in your body, in your cells, and in your mind. When you forgive someone, you choose to stop your tuning fork from shaking. You're not saying that the first sound wasn't painful, are you? I will no longer resonate with it, you say. Sever this energetic cord, I do. This entanglement is released. You free yourself as well as her when you do this. It dawns on you that you were the one with the key when the prison door opened. With this action, your personal frequency is raised above the old pain, so that reality can't fall apart around you anymore. Making the choice to forgive, or acting in quantum decoherence, is the deepest form of self-love you can do. Telling your own energy field to let go is what it means. If you want to feel this energetic release right now, Go to the comments and type the word released. When you hit post, let out your deepest breath of the day and feel the energy you've been carrying around for years start to melt away. That old frequency can no longer reach you. You are telling the universe and yourself this: you're free. The universe wants you to pray in a new way now that you understand this. This is what we call conscious intention and frequency broadcasting. That's not how prayer used to work. You begged a faraway God to fix someone who was broken. It's called quantum creation. You are not a requester, you are a sender. Everything changes when you pray for your mother from this place of quantum awareness. You're not praying as the hurt child who sends out a frequency of pain and lack. You are praying as the chosen one who made everything, as a conscious observer who knows what's going on in the battlefield. Since you are a coherent wave of light, you are using your energy to break down the patterns of incoherence that have kept your family line together. You are breaking energetic agreements that were made for no reason. In the quantum field, you are closing doors that have been open for generations. How to do it? As you sent the frequency of peace to her mind, she saw it freed from the pain of accusatory thoughts. Send the love frequency to her heart and watch the hard walls of self-defense fall apart into light. Send out the frequency of divine encounters so that the universe can show itself to her in ways that go around her mind and speak directly to her soul. See how her timeline is full of chances to heal, with kind people and smart counselors who can assist her. Quantum entanglement has a beautiful secret. When you pray for her, you are also praying for yourself. You are bathing your own cells in the frequency of freedom as you send it to her. When you forgive her, you free your body from the prison of anger. As you fight for her freedom in your spirit, you are also breaking down the barriers that have been in your own mind and heart. A strong spiritual law is at work here. You do an act of quantum alchemy when you bless the people who hurt you and send love to the source of your pain. You enter a realm of creative power that the old, chaotic energies can't reach. Since the kingdom of darkness can't tell what will happen with you, you become dangerous to them. As of now, you are no longer in the low-frequency state of reaction. You are making things from a state of conscious love at a high frequency. The Holy Spirit, who is the world's guiding intelligence, will give you the exact information you need. Listen when you're alone, in the quiet, when you're in the theta brainwave state, which is the state between sleep and wakefulness. You might see pictures, hear words that teach you, or remember things from your childhood that you don't understand. There is a reason for these thoughts. These are divine downloads from the unified field that give you the power and accuracy to put your intention where you want it to go. For some, this will make them want to talk. Instead of an accusation-based confrontation, love was sent. To do this, you need to be in a high state of coherence. If the cup is empty, you can't pour from it. If you are led, though, set up your own energy field first. Then, when it's right, tell the truth. Tell her you see the fight she's been through. Tell her you know how the enemy is planning to attack. Tell her you're sorry, she may fight back. Exposure will be fought by the old energy pattern, but you have planted a light seed that makes sense. It's not your job to make people change. Your job is to hold the space for the new reality to come into being as a loving observer. Some of you seem stressed out to me. The sheer size of this seems impossible. How do I do this? I can hardly handle my own life. Pay attention to my voice. You're not by yourself in this. The very fact that you can receive this message means that you are already being helped. Your family has been given angelic forces, which are just high-frequency beings of light. The Spirit of Truth is working to make sense of all the chaos. You are important, but you are not the whole force. Here is a plan that you can use. This is how you start to open up a new, healed timeline for your mother and yourself. To begin, let's do a quantum readiness act right now. If you can, stand up or sit up straight. To ground your energy, put both feet on the floor. Take a deep breath and put one hand on your heart. Close your eyes. We are going to change your brain waves and nervous system from high beta, which is a state of stress and threat, to alpha, which is a state of creation and openness. Slowly breathe in for 4 counts, letting the air fill your lungs. Feel the stillness of the quantum field as you hold it for 4 counts. Now, let your breath out for 6 counts, which is longer than your inhale. As you let out your breath, picture letting go of the dense, heavy energy of the past. Do not hold yourself up. Let go of the stress in your jaw. Your body and nervous system are getting the message that it is safe. Do it again. Take a deep breath of love for 4. Keep the peace for 4. Let go of all your anger, pain, and unwillingness to forgive for 6 counts. As you breathe out, you become more coherent. You're getting your own instrument tuned. Now say this truth out loud while your eyes are still closed. Let the sound of your own voice change the way the water in your cells vibrates. I am the conscious observer, you say. I am the end of the old pattern. Those words have a lot of power. Say it again. I am the conscious observer. I am the end of the old pattern. Yes, this is more than just an affirmation. This tells the quantum field what to do. You are saying what your new role is. You're saying that the time of making things without thinking is over. It is very important to stay connected to sources that support this new, high-frequency state. The old world will always try to pull you back into its chaos and static. By subscribing to this channel, you decide that you want to stay in this stream of empowering truth. You can think of it as tuning your energy to this frequency. You have promised to get regular tune-ups that will keep your quantum signature stable, strong, and in sync as you do your holy work as a pattern breaker. Now, as you do this every day, you will start to notice changes. What the triggers do will no longer work. The painful memories will be looked at with more kindness. You might notice big changes in your mom, or the changes could be small, like her eyes getting softer, or her reaction times getting longer. Know that the field is moving because you have a new observation, no matter what. Setting up a pattern of intention is the second thing you can do right now. Have a minute of silence every morning before you check your phone. See your mother surrounded by a bright, white bubble of light. See how happy, calm, and free she is. You are sending out a strong, steady wave of healing. Then, say a freedom declaration over your family tree. Find a Bible verse or quote that speaks to you, like "I am making all things new," and say it over your family. As the priest of your family, you are rebuilding the energetic walls with light stones. Lastly, I want you to do something simple but important to ground this new reality in the real world and in the group. Right now, go to the comments section and type, "The cycle is broken." I'm not interested in this. This is for you. The wave of your intention is turned into a particle of reality by a physical act. It's your signature on the cosmic order that sets your family free. When you do this, your energy will join with the energy of thousands of other people who are on the same frequency. This will create a huge collective wave of healing that will cover the entire planet. You are no longer a single dim light. You are now a rising star, We're not just wishing for this. This is where the spiritual and the scientific meet. The best proof of this quantum process is your body. Your perception changes your biology, as the field of epigenetics has now demonstrated. Your genes are like a huge library full of blueprints, but your consciousness, or how you see the world, determines which blueprints you read and which ones you don't. Your body releases stress hormones like cortisol when you live in a frequency of fear, anger, and trauma, like when you see the reality of the family curse all the time. Your sympathetic nervous system is in fight or flight mode right now. In this state, your body stops all long-term projects that aren't necessary. This includes deep cell repair, immune system regulation, and regeneration. Because it thinks there is an emergency, it is literally using the old, broken blueprint to build new cells for you. You can change your vagus nerve and enter the parasympathetic nervous system, which is also known as the rest, digest, and heal mode, when you forgive and consciously choose to observe the new reality of healing. There is a strong electromagnetic signal sent to all 50 trillion cells in your body by your heart as it starts to beat in a coherent way. This signal that makes sense is new information. It tells your cells, the battle is over. You can heal without fear. Access the divine blueprint for perfect health from the start. It's like your DNA starts to express itself in different ways. You're not just changing your mind, you're also making your body run better. The new frequency of freedom starts to erase the generational trauma that has been stored in your cellular memory. It will make you feel calmer, help you sleep better, give you more energy, and give you a peace you've never felt before. You collapsing a new timeline has a physical manifestation in this. Now I'm going to tell you one of the freeing truths. This work isn't as hard as your mind makes it out to be, because you're not making this healed world from scratch. The many worlds view of quantum mechanics says that every possible reality is already there in the quantum field as a potential. This is what superposition means. There is a time in this infinite field right now where your mother is already free, healed, and whole. There is a point in time when you are free from the past and can live a happy, purposeful life. There is a time when everyone in your family talks to each other with love and respect. These aren't just dreams. You can feel them as real vibrational possibilities. It's not your job to fight and build that reality one painful brick at a time. In order for that reality to become yours, you need to tune yourself to its frequency. It sounds like a radio. All of the stations are broadcasting at the same time. You've been listening to generational trauma all your life. You thought it was all on the air. You now know that you can change the dial, though. You turn the dial every time you choose forgiveness over anger. To show your mother kindness, you have to turn the dial every time. When you say the cycle is broken, you tune your receiver to the healed and whole station, that frequency. Then one day, you'll wake up and find that you can't hear the static. You can hear the beautiful music of the reality you chose. You did not make the music. You were just able to hear it. Now you know that the healed timeline is not something you have to make, but rather a frequency you can choose to be in tune with. It has already started to broadcast. Do you want to listen? That choice needs to be made official. In the comments below, be very clear about what you want to say. Write the phrase, "I am tuning in." Tell the quantum field what you want to do with this. You are the one moving the dial on your consciousness, away from the static of the past and toward the clear, beautiful symphony of the healed reality that has been waiting for you the whole time. You are not hurt by what happened to your mom. You have won over it. You are a conscious creator who has come to change its energy. The wounds you inherited don't make you who you are. You are what you are because of the healing you are bravely choosing to walk in. It's not a curse that runs through your family. You have been given the quantum power to break it. Before the world was even made, the universe chose you to be born into this family line precisely for this reason. Ancestors prayed long ago for someone, just one person, to wake up and break the cycle. You are the answer to their prayers. You are the promise that the universe kept. The divine intelligence that called you to this task will also give you the tools you need to finish it. You can confidently move forward because you know you are a good observer. As you walk forward with authority, know that you are in charge of the frequencies in your reality. As you move forward in love, remember that it is the strongest and most stable frequency in the universe. This very process of quantum transformation was described in the ancient text of Isaiah 61, which was not simply poetry. The Spirit of the Lord God is on me because He has anointed me to bring good news to the poor, to heal the hurt, to free the captives, and to free those who are locked up. To give them a pretty crown instead of ashes, happy oil instead of sadness, and praise clothes instead of sad ones, so they can be known as oaks of righteousness and the Lord's planting, so He can be praised. If something about this transmission has hit you deep down, then liking this video is your last physical amen to this process. This isn't for an algorithm. It's for your own energy field. It's like pressing a quantum save button on the healing frequency we set up together today when you like this video. You are physically securing this new, coherent light into your cellular memory. This sends a clear yes to the universe, letting it know that you are open to this energetic upgrade. Last but not least, remember that you are now a lighthouse. You're not just meant to get better. You're also meant to show others who are still lost the way. Sharing this video is the best way to show what your new role is. It's how you send this message of freedom around the world and help build a network of awakened observers around the world. You are making a huge difference in speeding up the healing of the collective consciousness. Do not think twice. Send this message to the people you know are ready to receive it. Take a walk in your strength. The big job has begun. You got that as an inheritance. That is something your mother left you. That is something your family has inherited. You've been waiting for the timeline of light. It starts today. It begins now. You are the first step. You are the one. You are now free.